Hello, John Thorne. Right, those of you who have been following my journey of self-discovery, if you like, for the last few years, since lockdown anyway, I may have arrived at a point of understanding for myself. What I've come to recognise and realise is that the most basic form of connection that we have is when someone puts something in front of us and we accept it or we reject it. Now that is easily measured, so therefore it forms the foundation of our online interactions. So we like things, reject things, follow things, subscribe to things, don't follow, don't like things. Which means a lot of our social interaction now, in face-to-face as well, has become based on what is a fairly basic level of connection called I present something to somebody and they decide whether they like it or don't like it, accept it or reject it. Now fortunately, what I do is help people, give people an experience of felt connection that cannot be externally measured by anybody or by anything. They're felt in here, in the heart. So I'm trying to communicate how to have felt connection in a world that only accepts or rejects what I put in front of it. And it's this that has created this huge, years-long journey that I've been on. I mean, I do share a lot of it, so you know, if you've followed me, you'll see how much, it's not been easy, because I present something and it's automatically accepted or rejected, and I'm thinking, well, my message is saying that we're capable of much more sophisticated connection than accepting and rejecting. That's what my message has always been. So what I'm saying is we as human beings can have felt connection that only we can feel. Nobody else, not even us for example, can measure it. And that allows us to have this nuanced, intricate, layered, authentic connections that flow. That's my message. But of course, trying to explain that to people who are, to a world that accepts and rejects, is quite tricky. You've got to get someone that says the only connection there is I accept it or I reject it. And I'm saying, actually, we can have nuanced, felt, layered, authentic connections that flow. So I've finally got it in a position where the words are simple enough so that it will work online, because it is possible now for someone to accept or reject the idea that we can have connections that only we can feel and no one else can measure. And that allows us to have the nuanced, intricate, layered, authentic connections and flow. Now you can either disagree with that or agree with that. So I finally have what it is that I say that I do in a format that can go online or can get past this agree, disagree, accept or reject. So my question to you guys is, do you accept or do you reject the idea that us human beings can have connections that we can only feel and nobody can wholly measure? And if you accept that, you'll be able to access connections that are nuanced, intricate, layered, authentic, that flow. That sounds so simple now, doesn't it? Well, how long it took me to do that. Anyway, have a good day.